Economics. Economics is all around us. From the music we enjoy to the foods we eat, economics plays a major part of how we live our lives. So what is economics? Economics is the science concerned with making, selling, and using of goods and services. Goods are like your iPhone, and services is the network you use to make calls on your iPhone. An important part of this science is about how you and I live our lives and how we act to meet our wants and needs. Wants are our wishes, our desires, things we dream of having like an Xbox One or PlayStation for our birthday, or the newest fashion for a special occasion. Things that make life pleasant or enjoyable but not needed to survive. A need is something that is basic to human survival, like food and water. Is a home a need? Can you live without a roof over your head? Probably yes, but it would not be enjoyable. To gather the things we need and want, we use money. Money is used to purchase the things we need and the things we want. But do you know how the prices of these items are determined? The price of the product or service is determined by how much people demand the product or service. Demand is the desire to own or use something. The greater the demand of product or service, the greater the chance people are willing to provide that product or service. Supply is to provide for. Consumers, like you and me, create the demand. The person or company providing the good or services creates the supply. This idea of supply and demand drives how much things cost, how much profit or money a company makes, and how much of a good or service is made. Let's take our doctor. He wants gloves. For him, gloves are a cost, which he pays with money. Cost is the loss or penalty involved in gaining something. In our community, the loss is money in order to gain the things we need or want, like the doctor and his gloves. This money we pay to get things we need is based off the amount of product or service which is available. This idea is called shortage and surplus. Shortage is a condition in which there is not enough of something needed. Surplus is an amount left over from what we needed. This idea drives the cost we pay. If a company has too much of a product, the product will cost less. For example, say the glove salesman has 6 pairs of gloves. You and your friend are the only two who want gloves. How much do you think he can charge? $1.50? Well, since he has a lot of gloves and only 2 takers, he will sell it for less because he has a surplus of gloves. There is plenty and no worry that he is going to run out. Now take the opposite. Say your friend is down to his last pair of gloves. You have $1 and your friend has 75 cents. Who do you think he's going to sell the gloves to? Probably the person with the most money. Because of the shortage of gloves, the cost to you went up. This leads to profit. Profit for our salesman. Profit is the gain after all the expenses are subtracted from the total amount received. Meaning, your friend has to pay money to get the gloves and wants some money after he sells him gloves. This extra money is profit. Companies try to maximize their profit by lowering the cost to them and selling their product and services for the most money to you. How do companies know how much to sell for? This goes back to our supply and demand. This is a balancing act by consumers like you and me demanding a product or service and companies supplying that product or service. This balancing act is called equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Those are big words. Let's break them down. We just covered price and quantity. Let's take a look at equilibrium. The root word is equal, meaning 2 things are the same. Brium is a Latin word from libra, or balance. So when we put the 2 meanings together, we get equal balance or equilibrium. Equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity is the balance between the price of the goods and the quantity supplied. The two are closely related and are actively working together in our society. The quantity supply is equal to its price, so the price you pay reflects the quantity the company has to offer. In the next unit of this lesson, you will work with farmers and learn about the cost farmers pay per ear of corn to harvest. This cost helps determine their profit. For example, if an ear of corn costs 30 cents at the farmer's market, the most money that farmer can get for an ear is 30 cents. That is called revenue, and his maximum profit per ear is 30 cents. If the farmer's cost to harvest that 1 ear of corn is 28 cents, his profit is 2 cents per year. You will be working with 4 farmers. How much profit, if any, will they make per ear of corn over 1,000 ears harvested? The chart that you will make will look like this one. The green line is the price of an ear of corn at the market. This is the farmer's max revenue per ear. The blue line is the cost it takes to farm an ear of corn over time. Notice how it is cheaper at one point and then gets more expensive. The difference in the blue and green line is the farmer's profit. The left side of the chart is the money the corn sells at the market. The bottom of the chart is the amount of corn being sold. You will make charts showing the cost and revenue of each farmer. You will then be asked to explain who is the most profitable and why. Your charts will look something like this.